Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about some very interesting things that have recently been kind of pieced together. When they were initially said, it was kind of just that single statement and that was it. But our friend Temporal, the data miner, has managed to find things that help us stitch together these things and help us form sort of a picture as to what DICE is planning to do, specifically with Specialist in Battlefield 2042. This will also sort of be a small news roundup regarding Battlefield 2042, as there have been a couple things here and there that are worth mentioning outside of this topic. So if you enjoy the video, hit the like button. Really does help the channel out. Thank you guys so much for hitting 22,200 subscribers so shortly after hitting 22,000 subs. You guys are awesome. Make sure to hit that sub button if you enjoy the content. So the main thing we're going to talk about in this video is the fact that DICE is actually looking to add class systems into Battlefield 2042. At least that is what Temporal has dug up so far. But let me try to help stitch this together for you. So, back on April 7th, a DICE developer by the name of Frederick Drabert replied to someone on Twitter asking about Specialists, and he replied with, "Specialist will not be removed, but reworked." And we only had this for the longest time until Temporal dug some stuff up through data mining. So Temporal tweeted very recently, potential references regarding the rework of Specialist in the Battlefield 2042 patch 4.0 files. He found class selection, progress, and level, and apparently a new in-game class description, combat medics, can increase a unit's survivability through their ability to revive and boost team health. And this is very interesting because a DICE developer saying that and then Temporal finding this stuff in the most recent patch files, that does actually give us a window into what they're doing. And if they do actually manage to group Specialists into some sort of a class system or rework them somehow, I think that would actually make people quite happy. As I predicted in previous videos, they're definitely not going to remove Specialists, as explicitly stated by a DICE developer. You just saw that. And that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Specialists, like I said, they dedicated too many assets to them, the end of round screen, the voice lines, all that stuff. So they were definitely, I think, in a perfect position to rework them. And I just hope they rework them in a sense that makes sense. I would like to see some gadget restrictions introduced. I would like to see some weapon restrictions introduced. For instance, the readability of the game suffers due to every single Specialist being able to equip anti-tank. So what I'd like to see is group some Specialists into, say, engineer/support role and make that class the only class available to have anti-tank, or maybe make the assault class the only available class that can access anti-tank, stuff like that. Now, moving on to another Temporal data mine that is staying in the theme of Specialist, he also dug up some interesting things on April 15th that detailed unreleased Specialists for Battlefield 2042, and he found 3 of them. Their names are apparently Hale, Liz, and Crawford. And he also found an in-game challenge for Hale that requires RC drone assist to be completed in some way. He also goes further on here and speculates that the official art book features an image of an unknown character using a ground drone. This could be Hale. And he says no further info is available at this time. Now, another interesting thing that I would like to speculate on here, and I've actually put a sort of a tier list together, how I would actually separate Specialist into classes. So you see I have put McKay, Sundance, and Pike into the Assault category. I think these characters' abilities and individual-centric playstyles fit into the Assault role. I don't know what gadgets I would restrict on Assault. Maybe I'd put C5 in the Assault role and give support the rocket launcher. Not sure. I'm just trying to group Specialists into classes right now. We'll worry about what DICE does with the gadgets later. As far as the support role, I would put Boris, Dozer, and Irish in the support role. Irish, I was kind of debating whether or not to put him in the Assault or support. I think he fits a little better in the support role because, you know, he has more armor. He can set up deployable walls. And obviously, I think the obvious choices for Recon are you put Casper and Rao in the Recon class, kind of information gathering, hacking / spotting type characters. I think they fit perfectly in the Recon class. And lastly, the obvious choices for Medic are Angel and Falk, because, you know, Falk can revive people and so can Angel. Angel can resupply armor. So you could argue you could put him in the support category, but I do think that he fits better in the Medic category. Otherwise, you'd only have Falk in there. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about my separation of the specialist within the class system. Would you do it differently? Why would you do it differently? Do you think some abilities would have to be changed in order to rework these specialists into a class system? Let me know your thoughts. Moving on to the last and final thing we're going to be talking about in this video, another temporal data mine. Basically, he found in the Battlefield 2042 technical playtest, they had a few references to night sights and thermal sights, as well as smart marker rounds that report enemy impacts to the battle network, notifying allies of hostiles for a limited period. I have honestly no idea what that even means, but sure, sounds like some sort of advanced spotting system to me. I don't know if I would want that added to the game or not, but one thing I for sure don't want added to the game is thermal scopes / night vision scopes. It's just a constant like balance issue because, you know, there's the argument that like, oh, thermal scope should be able to look through smokes, and it's like, no, they shouldn't. It's like completely overpowered, and you know, you can't really do anything about it. So I would just rather avoid that entire problem and just, you know, don't add those to the game. Make it a little easier on yourself. But you know, some people might want that. I'm just not a huge fan. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this and just want to generally stay up to date with FPS news, or you just enjoyed the gameplay, hit the subscribe button. We're almost at 2,300 subs, and I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders. Been seeing a lot of you guys come over from the YouTube to the Twitch stream. That's really awesome. And join the Discord. There's a ton of people that watch the YouTube videos in there. You can interact with a bunch of channels, the whole deal. I'll see you guys in the next one, and be sure to tell me your thoughts on the specialist rework.